because every single one of you that attends receives a Knicks City Dancers calendar. Hey, Knicks fans, will you be joining us on New York Knicks Mini Flag Day? We're handing out mini flags for every fan, so we can all show our Knicks pride.
And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. And here we can check out the story for John Morant.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. They've got Jackson. John Morant, he's out there with Kennard. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Wells in at the small forward. And for New York, they've got Towns. Anunoby out there with Reed. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Memphis. Outside Jackson. Off target from outside. Here's Reed. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Jackson has the open look. Offline with his 3. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. And what about the run this team is on? I mean, it's just incomprehensible. With all the ups and downs in the NBA, you have to be truly dominant to win 34 consecutive games.
Well, I don't say this lightly. This group could very well be one of the best teams I've ever seen. To win this many games in a row is unthinkable. And if I'm in the locker room coaching this group, the one thing I'd be telling my guys is not to get distracted by the record. Stay focused on tonight, just as we have throughout the streak.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
Lopez kicks to Jackson. Reed with the rebound. New York with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
And Lopez throws it down.
And even though Lopez has taken his game farther and farther from the basket, he can still punish you inside.
Brunson kicks to Reed. From outside, off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Stolen by Reed, out in his own on the break. The 3, it falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, D in that last outing against the Kings got the job done. He scored an incredible number of points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D shifts for him.
23-6.
Down low, here's Wells, and the dunk by Wells.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Stolen by Reed. A three ball. And the Knicks hit again from deep. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And it's the Knicks with the ball, following the score by Memphis.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Greg, with how explosive John Moran is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Achua, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Max Strus comes in for OG Anunoby. Miles McBride's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. And the first one drops.
Well, not the place Aldama makes the biggest impact. He specializes elsewhere on the court.
Towns, he's checked in for New York. Konchar's checked in for the... Reed, he's checked in for Achua. OG Anunoby comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Cameron Payne. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Love's checked in. So on the floor for Memphis. Jackson is out there with Morant. Then there's Kevin Love. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Edey in at the 5, home in the paint. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Memphis ball.
Love in the post. He's against Reed. Here's Morant.
There's Towns using his length. He doesn't like anything getting over him.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from Morant. Morant with another miss. The Knicks leading by 18. Here's Reed. Off target from three-point range. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, really nice finish there with contact. Morant with great body control.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly shows.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
And the call will be against D. That's his third foul of the game. Mikal Bridges checked in for Max Strus. Memphis also making some changes. Lopez comes in for Edey, and it's Kennard in for Kevin Love. Pass to Kennard. Shoots the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Kennard's got 8 points. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend? Toughest to defend?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Jacks up a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Shoots from the elbow. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Yeah, he's so confident on that pull-up now. That's why the defense can't afford to give him any space.
The Grizzlies trail by 18. Kennard kicks to Lopez. Pass to Jackson. In the corner, Kennard with it. Lopez a screen. Unloads. Knicks with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one, and that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Here's Reed. Nailed from three-point land. Reed's got 43 points.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
So timeout called here. But first for Memphis. A different look for New York. Achua comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Miles McBride subbed in for OG Anunoby. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Jackson, he's checked in for G.G. Jackson. And Wells is subbed in for Morant. Kennard with the ball. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Here's Lopez. It's hauled in by Achua. The Knicks leading by 21. Now Reed lets it go from deep. Aldama with the rebound. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Number 13.
36 seconds left in the first half. Here's Reed. Good, another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Lopez, you know what? New York with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Jackson dishes to Wells. Kennard for 3. Hands it from downtown. Kennard's got 6 in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so it's the New York Knicks rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Right back after this break.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend. Let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest.
One thing about this contest, it's very hard to win. Everyone's a great shooter. It comes down to who's hot and who's clutch.
And most of these guys have shown they can do both of those things here in the regular season. Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Grizzlies.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And here's Brunson. They'll bring it up for New York. Reed is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Here's Reed. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Grizzlies shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Pass to Kennard. Morant sets a screen for Kennard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Morant passes to Kennard. The wide open look here for Lopez. No good on the triple. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, he was making sure of that one. Jackson with the strong finish.
Pass to Reed. Here's the 3. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Morant passes to Lopez. And here's Kennard. Defended by Bridges. Jackson, a screen on Bridges. Kennard. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. And the Knicks making a change here. Strus is checked in.
Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks. Number 1, Max Strus.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Lopez sets a screen for Morant. Drops in the tray. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
Well, that's a good sign there from Morant. He needs to keep making those shots in order to open this offense up.
Connects from three-point range.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Kennard. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. From deep. Reed misses. And for Memphis, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And the call will be against D. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. For the Knicks, Landry Shamet's checked in for Anunoby, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells. Jackson passes to Morant. Pass to Lopez. Just 3 to shoot. Kennard for 3. And another miss by Memphis. Here's New York. They're on a 14-5 run. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer. but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, "I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up." Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. There's Jackson with the three. The Knicks pull it in.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Reed gets the bucket.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Morant. Reed with the rebound. Reeves got rebound number 5 here tonight. Three-pointer. And again for three.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Now, here's Kennard. He's covered by Shamet. Trying to get something going, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And every defense knows Kennard is looking to score, which is why they sometimes overcommit and foul.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Reed against Jackson. Fires the three. Good! Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's showing us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Knicks out front, just dominating this one. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And we reach the... deciding to change it up.
What are you doing, all right? Go get him.
New York's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Wells. And there's Jackson. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Memphis moving that ball around. Drains the three-pointer.
And how about Brook Lopez? In his 30s, he added the three-point shot, which extends his career.
Reed connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history book.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. The shot's good from Kennard.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignites.
And again for 3.
The barrage continues, and he's now broken his own record. It's a new mark for the most triples ever in a game.
51. With a recent three-point basket, the record for the most three-pointers made in a game has been broken. Illegal screen. New York ball. Fans, please turn your...
New York's got shots off from three-point land and hit half of them.
The new record holder
to the wing right side.
In a game is
from the arc. Kennard with the rebound. The Grizzlies shooting a paltry 33% in the 4th. Not a good showing for this offense. And here's Morant. Takes the 3. Reed with the rebound.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
The three. He got it again. Sensational.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps. And the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.